Did you know during the duration of one elephant pregnancy, a dog can give birth to 3 litters? Did you also know that every 15 minutes an elephant is killed due to poaching? This is going to be an informative speech on the effect the illegal ivory trade is having on African elephants. First, I will tell you a little bit about elephants, then I will tell you what poaching is, and lastly I will tell you how this affects elephants and more. By the end of the speech, you will understand how the ivory trade works and is damaging more than just elephants' lives. First, let's learn a little bit about elephants. For millions of years, elephants have walked the earth. Standing as tall as 11 feet and weighing up to 13,000 pounds, these creatures are also known for their high intelligence. In fact, according to iWorry.org, elephants have some of the same cognitive behaviors and emotions as humans. They have been known to mourn lost family, and babies suck on their tusks like a human baby would suck on their fingers. Groups of elephants are referred to as herds. Herds of elephants will be led by the oldest of females and consist of their offspring. When the males reach adult age, they will leave to go find a herd of other adult males. Elephants cannot hop or trot and must have one foot on the ground at all times. They will use their trunks like arms to reach high into trees and the tusks like fingers. Tusks usually are found largest in females and are essentially just extra large teeth. So if elephants' tusks are just extra large teeth, why are they being killed for them? Elephants' teeth and tusks are made of a material called ivory that is similar to that of deer antlers and can also be found in rhinos and tigers. Poaching is the illegal killing of elephants, tigers, and rhinos for their ivory. For areas like China and Eastern Europe, ivory is a sign of wealth. It can be used for things like jewelry and the making of statues. Poaching wasn't recognized as a big problem until the 1970s, when 80% of raw ivory was coming from African elephants. In fact, between 1979 to 1987, the count of individual elephants went from 1.3 million to 600,000. Then, in 1989, an international law was put into place prohibiting the trade of ivory. This worked until in 2008, the poaching numbers reached the highest on record, with China being today's fastest growing consumer. According to Carl Safina, author of Beyond Words, Central Africa has lost 65% of its elephants in the last 10 years. So if there's around 400,000 elephants left in Africa, and one dies every 15 minutes for poaching, they could be locally extinct within the next 10 years. Elephants are already gone from Sudan, Senegal, and Somalia. Poaching has affected not just elephants' lives, but the lives of people around them. With females being the leaders, caregivers, and most vulnerable to poaching, many offspring will die without the protection and guidance of their mothers. This will create an awkward age gap for some herds where the oldest and youngest are suddenly missing. After losing a litter, some elephants have been known to produce great amounts of stress hormones for up to 15 years, also creating a problem reproducing. Studies have shown herds with a history of poaching typically remain smaller, and social ties are not as strong compared to unpoached herds. Not only do elephants rely on each other for survival, so do other plants, animals, and people. In Kenya, 300,000 people rely on national parks for jobs. Parks are created to protect elephants and other animals and create tourist attractions. There are park guides and even guards to protect elephants, but poachers have not hesitated to kill the park's workers either. Elephants have been called nature's gardeners, mending the trees as they eat and planting seeds all over with their dung. The killing of African elephants not only affects them, but all of us, and the rate they are killed each year will lead to extinction. This will create poverty due to loss of jobs and will create less homes for animals because of the way they tend to nature wherever they go. 10 years is within our lifetime. We could one day have to explain to our grandchildren what an elephant is, because just like mammoths, they'll be gone for good. More than elephants' lives are affected by the ivory trade, and it's going to keep happening until there's no more ivory. So in conclusion, we've talked about African elephants, what the ivory trade is, and how this is affecting more than just elephants. The illegal trade has gone on longer than we've expected, and sooner than we think extinction will come. Hopefully, something will happen within the next 10 years to bring change. So when my grandchildren ask me what my favorite animal is, I won't have to tell them they don't exist anymore. Maybe. Put your face in. Okay.